Afternoon Express. Hope you had an amazing weekend and hope to inspire you for the rest of the week. You look gorgeous at the Sun Met. How are you?
Thank you so much. It really was an amazing day. Lots of horses, stallions, fillies, diamonds, champagne. I loved it. It was everything a weekend should have.
Well, I think to match that, I'll say that I went to a lot of children's parties this weekend.
Nobody really wants to.
That's a party
amazing. Wine gums stuck to your
gums, tears.
Now, today's show is absolutely going to be completely inspiring and super fun because I don't know about you, but I'm a huge fan of anything that's online. YouTube. I mean, I actually showed you the other day. My finger has actually changed form because I'm always on my phone. Instagram, Facebook.
I know, you're stuck to your phone. And today we're celebrating two personalities who made it big on social media. First one is Ntando Duma. She's an actress as well and recently named ambassador for Skechers.
She is so beautiful. She's absolutely incredible. And then we've got Moshe Mdiki in the show and he is absolutely hysterical. So he's got this online channel and literally gets hundreds and thousands of views and he's literally one of the funniest guys. Apparently they're friends, so they might have something up their sleeves for a little bit later in the show.
Yummy. And we hope to get hundreds and thousands of messages from you on our Facebook page. Daniela's in the kitchen.
Yes, good afternoon, South Africa, and welcome to a brand new week. I don't know if that should be welcome. It should be more like, I'm really sorry it's a brand new week, but give it your all. We're going to make it absolutely great. In the kitchen today, so much is happening. What I'm going to say is that it's going to be one grape show today. It really is. We're cooking with some really delicious grapes in the kitchen with Clem, and we've got some guests joining us a bit later telling us more about these delicious treats.
Exactly. So we're going to get an education on the new Woolies Flavor Burst grapes. Yeah. I'm going to show you like a couple of pairings, some few things you haven't seen before, but trust me, they work. And then we're going to prepare a beautiful Cajun roasted pumpkin dish using grapes again to top the salad.
Oh, sounds super delicious. And what's so cool is this weekend I was in Johannesburg, got to see my uncle, and what he said to me was, you know what, I like getting your recipes, but the one thing he did was he didn't SMS through to get the recipe once. He was like, do you know that recipe? Can I get it from Clem? So later on I'm going to steal that recipe from you. But to everybody else who wants to get the recipes on our show, today's keyword is salad. You've got SMS it to 33650. That will cost you R1.50 and your free SMSs don't apply. You'll get all the details on your mobile device and keep all of these recipes that we make on the show. So make sure you SMS that keyword as soon as possible. Did you have a good weekend, by the way?
I did. It was really awesome.
Good. Lovely.
Spent time in the valley, got to eat like a local, foraging, eating. Nice. Awesome, yeah.
So foodie kind of weekend, my kind of weekend. We've got some incredible guests on the couch. Let's kickstart the show.
And our very first guest today is Ntando Duma. Now, she's a successful actress, TV presenter and model. But off-screen, her social media feed has gotten a lot of attention over the years. So much so that there are at least 3 very successful fake Facebook accounts using her name. Welcome to Afternoon Express.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you look absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you.
So one of these Facebook accounts, the fake ones, has 70,000 likes, apparently.
I didn't even know until I got here. And I'm not on Facebook.
You don't know about this?
No. I didn't know anything about it until the social media lady told me about it.
Oh, that's hysterical.
I'm not on Facebook. I'm only on Instagram, more on Instagram, and recently started Twitter.
Okay, and you're not on Snapchat?
No.
How many followers do you have on Instagram?
550,000.
And what do you attribute that to? Like, what do you think people love about your Instagram?
Well, I think I'm a very fun person. You know, I'm always happy. Not always happy, but, you know, I'm very free-spirited and I always bring the shine. I always bring the light into people's lives. And I think I'm just me. You know, I'm just original and I'm just Ntando Duma. So people love seeing something different, you know. So I think that's what's making me different and what people love the most about me.
And you're pretty easy on the eye, let's be honest, Lucky. You're the most beautiful girl ever.
Wow, thank you.
So you're also an actress?
Yes.
So you're on Rhythm City. Tell us about your role.
Zinzi, very feisty, very cheeky, very spoiled brat, and she's 16. She's heavy on men. Oh, jeez. And yeah, and she's very smart, outgoing, and very hyperactive. I love her so much. However, she's very stoter, you know. But I think I'm enjoying playing the character because she's totally different from who I am, so I love experiencing.
But we want to know who you are.
Well,
because
I think it's just quite out there. I'm very bubbly. I'm very open. You know, I'm very exciting. I believe. I don't know. Yes, no. And I'm very driven. You know, I'm very passionate about my craft. People know. You know, and I'm just a simple girl.
So you've coined the phrase flikiswa.
Yes.
Okay, so take us through that creative journey.
Okay, I think we all know it started on social media. People busy saying, I'm on flick, I'm on flick, I'm on flick. I was like, actually, you know, I'm falling in love with this word. And all the time I speak, I was like, actually on flick, pap on flick, hair on flick, everything on flick. And I was like, actually, I'm going to call myself Flikiswa. And people were so amazed, like, actually, we love it. And I think I printed out one of the T-shirts as, yes, that one, yes, Flikiswa. And people actually wanted those T-shirts, like, actually, you know, I can just capitalize on this. And I started a brand called Flikiswa. So I had T-shirts, I had caps, I had swimwears as well. So it's like a business now.
Right.
Yeah.
You're originally from Durban? You grew up in Durban?
No. I'm originally
from
Joburg, actually. I was born in Soweto, grew up in Orange Farm, moved to Sandton, and now Cresta.
Why did I think you grew up in Durban?
I don't know. well, my dad is from Durban, actually in Newcastle, in KZN. So half KZN, half Joburg.
Do you have a story like where you were discovered, or did, like, you know, there's always those moments where, because I'm sure you must have started out modelling first, and you know, what would you say was your big break?
Crazy on ETV, yeah. Crazy made me. I am because of I am what I am today because of Crazy. I mean, I started out as a kiddies presenter, grew to Rhythm City, and now doing bigger things. Sketches brand ambassador. Now a new TV show coming on the pipelines, and you know. What else? Like a whole lot of things, but I think Crazy is one of the biggest breaks that had the biggest influence in my life and in my career as well. So I'm very grateful for that.
Right.
Very grateful.
And a lot of the times being prominent on social media also attracts its negative attention, and there'll always be haters and all of that. But you have an ability to turn it into something quite quirky and funny. Tell us about a recent incident that everyone's talking about.
It's actually not the first time. It's the third or second time. And as I did say before, I'm very frustrated. I'm just happy. You know, I find everything fun and very exciting. So you can't come at me. You can't. So if you've got negative energy and you think you're going to come to me, listen. You are doing it for yourself.
That's hysterical. But give us an example of, like, do things ever affect you? Like, whenever you read anything negative about yourself, like, do you feel like sometimes you get a little down on it?
Actually, I've never read a lot of negative things about me on the papers, but okay, I mean, the recent one, the alien one, you know, being compared to an alien, that was like
I saw that, and actually, I was thinking, because I saw the whole alien thing, and then I thought, well, this girl's pretty beautiful. I wouldn't have ever thought of, I mean, it's so stupid. It's just somebody who was being jealous.
And, yeah,
and
people.
then, because I thought you looked really hot in that. I always wish I could do that pose.
I had so much fun doing that shoot. I had so much fun.
You see, there's nothing alien about this, because it's phenomenal.
Yeah, so...
so you did your own video to rip it off as well, didn't you?
I have 3 videos on my phone. It's not the first time. I probably look like an alien, but like a prettier version of an alien, which is fine.
Listen, if they look like you on some other planet, then I want that interplanetary transport thing to actually start a little bit quicker, because I'd like to see what the male versions look like.
They probably look like Moshe.
Oh, no, then we're staying here.
So what do you think social media, what role does it play in young people's careers now?
I think it plays a huge role, because, I mean, as I did say before, when I started the Flikiswa thing, if it wasn't for social media, I wouldn't be known. This wouldn't be a business. This wouldn't grow. Because, I mean, a lot of people, especially right now, our generation is very much into social media. So if it's not social media, it's actually nothing. So if you use it wisely and you know how to get your business right and how to do your stuff, it's gonna affect you very positively, and it's gonna make you a bigger person, you know. And I think I'm using it. I don't know.
Social media is gonna make us bigger people.
Well, listen, I mean...
And here's me doing all this self-work.
Listen, I mean, people are actually bigger because of social media, you know? For example, when people...
Bigger as in well-known, not inside, not bigger as in just more well-known.
Oh, my bad.
Yes, yes, thank you, thank you. So, for example, when when businesses or brands are looking out for people, they actually look your social media, look for your social media statistics and stuff like that. So it's very important to be as genuine as you can, as genuine as possible, and make sure that all that you put there is all what you want people to know of, you know?
You know, with modelling agencies nowadays, they don't even book a model for a job unless she's got over 10,000 followers on Instagram or something like that. But thank you. You are so amazing. You've got the best figure I've ever seen in my entire life. And speaking about social media, Danilo has our first update.
Well, don't forget, after the break, we will be taking all your comments on our social media sites, so go and find us, Afternoon Express on Facebook. Now, I also promised you guys that we'd have a grape show today. That's exactly what we're going to do. Remember playing this game? All the grapes coming up next.
Find us on Twitter at Afternoon Chat, where you can get a sneak peek of upcoming guests, what's cooking in the kitchen, stand to win amazing prizes, or join the conversation by using our official hashtag Afternoon Express.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. We're in the Loft kitchen at the moment, and I'm standing by with a lady who has so much to offer the fruit world. She's a product developer for Woolies, particularly in their fruit department, and she's developed this whole new varietal of grapes that she's brought into Woolies stores, and she's here to share more. Sally Holderness, welcome to Afternoon Express.
Thanks very much.
So we've spoken a bit about, when I went into the stores not too long ago, I noticed that you've got this new varietal called the Flavor Burst on your grapes. And I wanted to know more, so please share with us.
Okay, so Flavor Burst is we've got a range of different fruits in our fruit offer that are Flavor Burst. They are very special varietals. How we kind of come up with our Flavor Burst range is that we look for exceptionally kind of special varieties of nectarines or grapes, and then we take those varieties, we work very closely with our growers. We've got very special partnerships with our growers, and we select very specific growers for those varietals and select very specific terroirs as well. So that's the kind of microclimate or the kind of the climate that they grow in. So that gives different kind of flavours as well.
It's almost like wine. I mean, choosing the right kinds of soils, the right kind of places and regions. Correct. And you guys really fiddling with creating the perfect blend is basically what we've
and they all kind of give different nuances to the fruit and different flavours. And then not only that, but we also work very closely with the farmers in terms of when we pick those grapes, because when you pick them determines the sweetness level and all those kind of flavours, and it's critical as to when you pick those grapes.
Great.
Then they obviously go through our cold chain, so when you get them, they're as fresh as they can possibly be.
I've seen them on the shelves, but I haven't tasted them just yet, so I'm going to steal one if I can.
You can steal one.
Oh, wow. It's got a completely new flavour to the grapes that I'm used to from Woolies.
Very much so, yes. These have got incredible flavours. So we work with growers in South Africa, and they approach us with new varietals that they think our customers will really love.
Sure.
We then taste those varietals, we get excited about them. It's a very long process from that point to actually being able to have them on the shelf. Takes about 10 to 12 years.
What?
It's a long process. So we work with the growers who work with the breeders. We decide which varietals we want. They then send the plants over to South Africa. They've got to go through quarantine for 2 years, which is legislation to just make sure that they haven't got any diseases that they're bringing in. They then are planted in trial blocks. We go and taste the trial blocks. It takes about 3 years before we can taste those trial blocks. And then we see whether they've actually, you know, in our local terroir, whether they've got those unique flavours that we're looking for.
Fascinating. A lot of people would always think that when you're buying sort of flavours like this, that it must have become imported, because this is a flavour I've never tasted before in my life. And like, it's the first time I'm having this taste, you're having a first like sort of impression with me. It's not even that it's sweeter or a slightly different texture. It's got that, still got that crunch to it. It's nice and sweet, but at the same time, it's got a whole new flavour to it. It's almost like, I can't describe it. If I were to describe what grapes should taste like, that is what they should taste like. And they've got an incredible new flavour. But does that make it imported, or is this all done locally?
Absolutely not. No, these are all grown locally.
Wow.
So we work with suppliers, and the benefit of that is obviously that you're supporting local farmers. And we also, there's a term called geographical spread, which is an industry term, but that essentially means that we will have a variety and we can grow it in different areas of the country, and we've got quite diverse climates. So we can extend that season almost. So even though you think that grapes should be in season only for 3 weeks, we've maybe got 5 to 6 weeks of grapes, this certain varietal, because some are in hotter climates and some are in cooler climates, so they're ready at different times.
Big question that everyone's going to ask is, what's in it for me? So me as a consumer, I come into the shop and I buy these sort of grapes. You mentioned the idea of supporting the local markets. Is that a real big thing, and is this buying these sort of grapes an important way to go and support that?
Absolutely. And wherever possible, we try and sell local fruit. We do have imported options as well available, but we do work very closely with our local farmers. And interestingly enough, a lot of the varietals that we bring over here actually work better than they have elsewhere in the world, because our growers and farmers are so experienced and really good at what they do.
Sure.
So you're also getting some of the best fruit that you can get, which is why people import from South Africa.
This is absolutely amazing. Sally, I've honestly learned so much. Thank you for coming to share this information with us. I really am impressed with these grapes. These are out of this world. Honestly, I've never tasted grapes like this in my life before. I'm excited to see what Clem can do with them, so she'll take them across.
Absolutely. They've all got different, unique flavours, so
lovely.
Let's see.
Cool. So, Clem, I've got some grapes for you.
Thank you, thank you.
Hope you've got a grape recipe for us.
Oh, my goodness. Well, it is a grape recipe. Can I just say your face when you tasted that grape?
Sure, guys, I'm overwhelmed.
And it's not over-exaggeration.
No,
because
I've
never seen someone else's face that tastes this any less than what you showed.
Yeah, and it's proof because I've been working in live television for over 7 years, and I always find myself always thinking about the show, what about the show, what about the viewer, what are they getting out of this conversation? And this was the first time ever that I've been I just want to stop this interview and tell everyone to just pause for a moment and be taste this.
It is.
Please, I want to go to my producer and be taste this.
No, so can I tell you, they've got a variety that tastes of butterscotch, and it tastes...
And it's not even genetically modified, which blows my mind.
And then you get candy floss. It's amazing.
Guys, it's
I
insane.
think everybody stop right now. Okay, wait till the end of the show.
Yeah.
And then go and get some of these grapes. They're so amazing.
It sounds like we're really selling crazy products, but let's just kind of put these together because they'll sell themselves.
It's like the Willy Wonka of grapes.
It's insane.
Okay, cool. Let me bring it back. Let me talk about what I've done.
Right. What's in the pan? What's going on over here?
So you know how wines go really well with cheeses? Same reason grapes do. Because, if you don't know this, guys, grapes are what you use to make wine. So,
Really? That is so amazing.
So, grapes in the same way work so well with cheeses. So, with this beautiful cheese, the grapes that you brought me now, with the white variety, I'm going to actually pair with that with some pecorino or some parmesan.
Great. I haven't actually tasted the white varietal yet, so I'm going to steal one of those from you.
Go for it. Ooh. So good. Let me just stop it put it right there. Make a bit of a mess. So, I really like the way that you've got that... I know. I think we should get all our viewers to send in videos of their reactions once they taste these grapes. It's so amazing. So what I've got is, I like there's a slight tartness with those really being sweet. There's a unique flavour in these green grapes. Yeah. And I find that freshness goes really well with the saltiness of pecorino or parmesan. It's amazing. So try that combination. And then I've also got some blue cheese. Now, Dan, I know your mind's already been blown today, but what do you think these are?
Those are chocolate-covered grapes.
Yes.
It looks exactly like chocolate-covered grapes. I don't know what you were thinking I was going to say.
I don't know where your mind is right now, so it could have gone anywhere. Chocolate-covered grapes with blue cheese are it's so good, it's so amazing. It's a combination you absolutely have to try.
Yummy.
And then the last combination that I'm going to try is something a little different. Let's swap sides.
Cool.
So in the pan over here, what I've done is I've slowly cooked down some onions. We always speak about slowly cooking it down because it brings out the natural sweetness. Then I've added some of those grapes, the flavor burst green grapes to it, and they just started bursting on their own. So you got this quite unique sweet flavor, but I'm going to finish it off with a little bit of sherry vinegar. More grape. And you can smell it's more intense.
Oh, yes. It does have that vinegar smell. You mentioned sherry being super sweet and smelling like the sort of grapes. This doesn't. It smells almost
but it also
like vinegar.
It cuts through the sweetness of everything that you got in the pan and lifts the flavour of the grapes and everything else that you got happening in the pan. So give it a quick stir.
Cool.
And you just want to kind of bring it through. As you can see, it's so jammy.
You haven't even told us what this is. Is it a jam? Is it a marmalade? Is it a...
Is it a chutney? Is it a jam? What is the difference, Dan?
I have no idea.
Exactly.
Sugar content. I don't know.
This is also great. Being the little condiment that goes really well. It's a grape condiment that goes really well with grapes. Hey.
It's so crazy. It's grapes on grapes on grapes.
That's the way it should be.
If people can make songs about random words that no one ever understands ever half the time, we can make a song about grapes on grapes on grapes.
And I'm actually going to put some of this directly on the cheese. And also that sweetness cuts so well with the sharpness of the blue and the creaminess of the camembert and the pecorino. So this one goes well with almost all cheeses. I'm inviting you to every picnic that I'm ever going to go to from here on out if this is the spread that you're creating. They call me Picnic Pedro. You don't know about that? You don't know about that? Dan, I'm sinking right now. Not even helping me. This is so damn awkward. All right, later on, more recipes to come on the show, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. But if you want to get all the details on how to make that particular, what are we calling, marmalade, jam, chutney, all the details are on our website. It's afternoonexpress.co.za. Click on all the links for our recipes and you'll find all the details on how to make that. Also, the spread is obviously so simple. Make it your own and try out these grapes. And if you can, please tag us in some photos of your reactions, organic reactions for those tastes that you have of these flavor burst grapes. They are absolutely insane. What are we making later? So I'm going to be more grape. A beautiful grape salad with a Cajun roasted pumpkin.
So what are you going to put in? Because you said it's a grape salad. Meaning, is that a pun on great? More recipes coming up later on Afternoon Express.
Chocolate grapes. That's exactly what I'm craving now.
Yummy, yummy, yummy. Thank you so much for all your messages on our Facebook page. Bongani Mbongi Mbokeni says, Mkobeni rather, says social media is the perfect platform to advertise your business, especially Facebook, and to scout people who are looking for jobs. Iketeng says, indeed, social media does wonders. People get hooked with clients so much. And Sir Avile says social media is a potent weapon for advertising business due to being a widely utilized platform by people for different reasons like information, education, and entertainment. Thank you so much for all your comments, guys.
What's your favorite purpose of social media?
Wow, I guess just documenting the things that are most important to you.
Yeah, that is great.
And I guess it serves different purposes at different times.
Yeah, mine is David Gandy's Instagram page. Over to you, Danila.
I love interacting with people online. It's one of my favorite things to do. It's the only way that you can really get one platform to be able to speak to thousands and thousands of people and they can speak back to you. I think it's really, really cool. Coming up after the break, we meet a legend who's done the same thing on social media. This guy has blown up so well. He's hilarious. He's like everything you can imagine from a best friend. Moshe Mdiki is coming up next on Afternoon Express.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express, and I trust that you're having a glorious Monday afternoon. Now, Moshe Mdiki, South Africa's favourite agony uncle, YouTube sensation and comedian, has racked up hundreds of thousands of views on his YouTube rants. His honest stories of love, money and the lack thereof, and general insight into the life of a 20-something living in Johannesburg have seen his online popularity skyrocket.
Now, here's a clip called One Day is One Day, where he boasts about coming from nothing and finally hitting the jackpot.
That's why I speak now 3 languages. Xhosa, English, and bank charges. Because why? Umntu wam nemali. That's why umntu wam wanrola ngebhandi, genuine leather. That's why ubo elibhandi ungalibeka apha endlebeni usayiva laa nkomo xa sithi
Welcome to the show. You are truly so hysterical, but there is such an amazing story at how you grew to be so popular online. Basically, you moved from East London to Johannesburg to go look for a job because you were unemployed, and doors just kept on shutting in your face.
Yep.
Full-on disappointment, and then what made you think, well, let me just film myself? If nobody wanted to hire you, what made you think people wanted to watch you?
And this was after you studied drama and then stopped, okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I've always wanted to study drama and I always wanted to be on TV. Hey! So, 2010, I did my first year, I couldn't afford the fees, and then I moved to another school. And then last year, the last year of my studying, because it was a 3-year degree thingy.
Yeah.
Like
Thingy.
Yeah, girl, some qualification. So on my last day, it was either go home because I couldn't afford the fees anymore. Like my mom couldn't afford the fees anymore. But I just decided, you know what? I want this qualification, and it's something that's very, very close and dear to my heart. And I started working. So I had full-time school and a full-time job. I was working in retail. And then, you know, young and ambitious, I'm thinking after school and so I'm famous. Wow. So the first, so I was unemployed for 2 years. I was literally in between jobs and I was very, very depressed. I was literally doing retail there. I was
just frustrated,
selling insurance even, because it's not something that I was passionate about as well.
Yeah.
And then this one day I thought I deposited my rent money into the wrong account. And then I got home, I literally had 30 rand to my name. And I got home, I bought myself, you know, something to drink. And I got home.
So then
something to just relax.
Yeah, just something to just relax.
So then there's minus 330 rand in your account.
So I got home and I don't know what or how I thought I should make a video. And then I just made a video talking about my life, literally what just happened, me depositing rent into the wrong account and me being unemployed and whatnot. And a friend of mine saw it and was like, dude, like, we know how it is to chill with you. Let's put it on YouTube.
Put it on
and
YouTube.
At that time, girl, I was like, YouTube? Isn't
That's
that
good
for
advice.
Beyonce?
Dear friend, your miserable life is going to be amazing entertainment.
Put it out there. And I was like, girl, YouTube, isn't that for Beyonce and Britney and stuff? So what's happening? And then we literally expected 200 views. And then overnight we had like 1,000 and something views and people kept on
And people were just laughing their heads off.
Like, people wanted more videos and I was like, okay, this is cool. I just get to chill and be myself. And I decided after going to numerous auditions and, you know, it gets depressing hearing, no, you're not what we're looking for, whatnot. I was like, well, if no one wants to play with me, let me go build my own tennis court.
And how are you able to make it lucrative? How do you, like, does YouTube pay you when you get over a certain amount of hits?
You monetize the video, so you can get paid, and then also there are some brands, brands are more keen to work with you and whatnot. But I literally don't know. It's literally, I won't say it fell on my lap, but I did not plan to be a YouTube sensation, but it literally just, it was a thing.
But now you are, so I arrived today in the makeup room and found you literally in the middle of like an entire
video,
Instagram
Instagram feed.
And it was incredible because I was like, you just kept going. You just roll. Once it starts, it just goes. I don't even think you stop to breathe.
I don't even know how. I don't even know how I do it sometimes because even like the videos, I don't plan my videos. That's why it's not like I'll have a video every month or every week. If I think about something, if I'm going through something, I just pick up my phone, record it. I don't even watch myself because I'm just scared.
Well, what's quite funny now is that some of the brands that initially had turned you down are now so keen to work with you.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Even the casting directors call me. Yeah, Moshe Mdiki. I'm like, girl.
And then what does it feel like? Are you still keen to work with them or like, sorry, baby, you didn't want me before, you can't have me now?
Girl, I got rent to pay, so I better answer that phone call. So yeah, it's literally been, after my first video, I've never looked back. It's been so amazing because now I'm presenting a show as well, and it was literally my gateway to what I wanted to do. So now it's great. I'm going to auditions and people are calling me and yeah.
So then you're also an agony uncle, and apparently a really, really brilliant one. We've got some good authority. So we've got a caller on the line, and she would like to. I think we're going to go with Anonymous.
Yes,
Anonymous is on the line, right?
Hello, Jimmy.
How are you, darling?
Oh, I'm fine.
Good, good.
I'd like to ask Moshe a question, please.
Yes, of course. Okay, we've got your agony uncle here on the line, Anonymous. Okay, go for it.
Okay. Moshe?
I know, no right, girl.
The right, Putin, the right. Mamela, man, so like 3 years ago, I met this man. Yo, when I was so amazing. It wasn't like the others on telling you airtime, so soon. Like when Cooper, 59 and everything. Then I found out he's married, ne? Oh. So by this time, she joined for 6 months. Then I was like, listen, please. You either it's a marriage or it's me. Damn, I choose, ne? Moshe?
I'm listening.
So I said, it's a marriage or it's me. What? Okay, no. I left my wife for you, but I'm going to pay my maintenance kids, which was sharp, you know? But go, why Moshe, my friend? 9 months young, I still see no ring on my finger.
About upgrade, no upgrade at all.
Then he's side chick, but now I'm your wife.
Baby, you say side chick, you remain side chick.
Hi, Moshe. What must I do now, Moshe?
Ntando, first and foremost, you should have left as soon as you found out he was married. That man was not yours for the taking.
That's love.
Love, you don't go around loving into yomtu. If it's not yours, it's not yours. Ntando. So when no, my love. In fact, I think he ended a low relationship because if he was able to leave his wife, for you. Well, not for you because, girl, I'm not ring. So I feel like, no, just leave it. Just leave it. You don't deserve each other. Nobody to just leave. Because now when I post you're busy saying, oh, my man. That man is not your man, my love. That man is not your man. So you better call yourself towards yourself and invite yourself for lunch. Uzixeleba indoda yakho ayo yakho. Yava ke ngoku, yava kalityu.
No. Okay.
And that's no, it's not yours. Put it down. It was never yours. You can just imagine going around claiming amadoda abantu. Yes. Yo, I was petty. This is.
Thank you, Anonymous.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure,
I love you.
No, I love you more than that guy.
Very, very good advice, I must be honest.
My favorite was you, okay.
So the social media question for today is, how have you used social media to grow your business? So Tsepo says social media plays an important role to many of us out there. Me as a DJ, it opened many doors for me. I have managed to travel a lot and network as much as possible. And at the end, it's all about putting food on the table. Then Kia Molachang says, Ntando Duma, the way she presents herself, I just absolutely love her, more especially when she's hyper. She doesn't hold things in. And she made me be out to, she helps me speak out about my feelings. Love you. Then Bongani says, social media is the perfect platforms to advertise your business, especially Facebook, and to scout people who are looking for jobs. Thank you so much for all of your comments. Facebook, leave a comment on the Facebook.
On the Facebook. Thank you for the amazing advice.
Thank you so much.
It should not be your business. Let's leave it like that. After the break on Afternoon Express, the fun is going to continue in our loft. Are you ready for a dance-off between our two guests? That's all happening next.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express on SABC3 this fabulous Monday afternoon. Now, today we're hanging out with two local internet sensations, Ntando Duma and Moshe Mdiki, and they're both currently on our couch.
Internet sensation.
How did you guys
don't
meet?
know her.
TV star.
How did you guys become friends? How did you meet?
Where did we meet? Oh, she's always been a huge fan of my work.
Right, yes.
Yeah,
That's
so.
true.
Naturally.
It's true. Actually, first time telling
She's
the truth.
only human.
So we met I went to her show, and yeah, we just literally clicked. Like, she's honestly like one of my close friends now. Stalk her, but it's okay.
So tell us about anyone watching out there who's like, you know what, I really need to get the hang of this. I need to use social media to get my brand out there, to get my business out there, to make it work for me. Because I also think there's a place at which you can actually start to harm your brand if you don't have an idea or a plan or even a framework of what you're doing.
I'd literally just say, be yourself and put yourself out. Yeah, like literally be yourself. Because
completely put yourself out there.
Completely put yourself out there and be yourself, because now you don't want to be attracting a brand and yet you aren't you aren't the person that you are. You know. So I say just put yourself out there. Be on Facebook. Be on Twitter. Be on YouTube.
And make sure you interact with the people around you. Everyone love attention. I mean, we also love attention.
No, not him. He hates it.
No, imagine.
Yeah, I mean, we interact with your people. They love it when you actually talk to them. Be as real as you can be. I mean, be as real as possible. Be yourself. There is nothing that beats someone who's actually being themselves.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And what do you see in the future for both your brands and your work on social media, or what you're putting out there?
My plan, the end goal was to do acting. So that's what I'm going to be doing this year.
Awesome. I inspire him a lot, so yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Well, what I recommend is, if it doesn't work out for you, in whatever field you choose, I would like to say that perhaps you learned here on Afternoon Express that we gave you the inspiration to perhaps follow a career in dancing. And this is why.
Oh, it is on. Ladies and gentlemen, beautiful dance moves there. Oh, wow.
So cute. So.
She's prettier.
Oh, what is the? Oh, sorry.
An alien.
Ladies and gents, we're going to have a dance-off in the Afternoon Express Laughter right now. You two.
All right.
Seeing as you're friends, I thought we'd just kind of put a little wedge between the two of you. We're going to play you some really cool music and play a song for all of y'all out there. What I want you to do, South Africa, is head over to your phones right now. Keep your phones as close to you as possible. On Twitter, we're going to be running a poll for you between our two dancers. You're going to get to decide at home which of the two dancers you preferred the most, all right? So it can be the one that made you laugh. It can be the one with the best dance move. It can be just because you're enjoying the tunes. Decide which dance you love the most. Are you two ready to rock and roll?
Ready!
One ready.
Let's hit those tunes, baby! Off with my throat.
The kids watching.
Yeah! That's it, girl. Yeah. Yo. Yo. Let me just show you how it's done here. That's how it's really done, right? You guys are hilarious, man. It's so good to have both of you in the loft with us today. Head over to your phones right now and find us on Twitter. There's a poll running immediately. Go and cast your votes. We'll read your results next.
Okay, so who are you voting for? Who's doing your dance-off? I'm definitely going with Ntando for my favourite, but I want to know why those moves, is the mouth directly linked to the body? Because you can't do those moves.
You can't do this and be like...
No, because the tongue's always got to be out if you're doing that.
You've got to. It's just instinctual. When we return, more cooking in the kitchen, don't worry.
You're back with us on Afternoon Express, and boy, oh boy, are we having so much fun. If you guys missed the dance-off, you missed out on something absolutely hilarious. Go find us on Twitter. It's Afternoon Chat is our Twitter handle, and go and vote in our poll. Which of our two guests did you think danced the best? I think if Clem and I were to dance off, I'm pretty sure that Clem would beat me. I've seen you do this while they were dancing.
That's so my move.
Right.
So my move.
So let's dance in the kitchen. Clem, what are we making?
Okay, cool. So it was your birthday this weekend. How was it? Awesome.
It was lovely. Thank you. It was really, really cool. Very productive.
So did you like overdo it?
I did actually, with lots of food. I did actually. I came back to gym this morning, and when I went back to gym on the Monday, and they were just like, is this what you look like? No.
One weekend.
One weekend, dude.
Cool. So this is a great solution for dinner for you, like I think so.
Yeah.
So you're gonna give it a try.
Great.
And it involves this guy.
Lovely.
Pumpkin. Do you love pumpkin?
I love my pumpkin, but I don't know about this particular one.
Who's your pumpkin?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, so super easy. Pumpkin is so inexpensive. I think we don't eat enough of it. It's really good. Really, it's full of lycopene. What do you know about lycopene?
Nothing at all.
It's really good. So what you're gonna do is you have to cook the pumpkin slightly, a little bit of olive oil, and it releases all these amazing nutrients. And lycopene is one of them, which helps you actually fight against skin damage.
Oh,
so yeah, it makes your skin a little more resistant to UV rays. Yeah, it's amazing.
And
Go and get yourself some lycopene.
Yeah, I'm one of those people who always talks on the show about looking after your skin, but in fact, I spend a lot of time in the sun, you know, getting one of those tans, even though all the dermatologists have said, don't. So this is quite cool to know. I'm going to eat lots more pumpkin from now on.
Yeah, and also, I'm on a bit of a campaign to save the pumpkin.
Okay.
Here's the thing. If you go to people's houses and you get pumpkin, or sometimes, very old school, they douse it in sugar.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it. There's enough sweetness in there, so avoid the sugar. It's just destroys the flavor so much.
So how are you doing it?
So super easy. Notice I'm keeping the skin on. You can take the skin off. I like keeping the skin on because as it cooks, the skin keeps it all together. You can kind of like scoop it out afterwards.
Lovely.
Really cool. So we're going to kind of do like I want to call these pumpkin steaks.
Cool.
Because we're going to cook them like we would steaks. We're going to like roast a big chunk of meat.
Yeah, it's like a pumpkin slice. It's quite cool.
So that goes into our roasting dish. Then I'm going to do a bit of like my spin on a type of Cajun mix.
Okay.
And I'm using turmeric because I'm loving turmeric so much. So expect turmeric in everything. Turmeric, coloured shirt.
Oh, I see. Well done.
So in here, I've got some cayenne pepper, ground coriander, smoked paprika, some chili flakes, and turmeric. So I'm just going to get that a little bit of a mix together with a little bit of pepper.
Gonna add some salt to that.
A little bit of salt will be great.
Wow.
And mix it all together,
So is this
and then
how
just
paprika's
sprinkle.
made with all those spice combinations? I guess you can make your own, but
Totally.
this is so interesting.
This is like kind of, you can go crazy. You take out the turmeric, add some ground cumin to it, add some dried oregano, mixed herbs to it. But I like a lot of it, so it kind of like chars slightly in the oven.
Do you dry grill it, or do you put like olive oil or something?
Olive oil's going to come up.
Oh, okay, cool.
And olive oil's kind of needed to release all those nutrients of the pumpkin.
Oh, I see.
So it's amazing how ingredients work together like this.
And naturally, obviously, you said you were going to take the skin off a little bit later. I don't know. Is it possible to keep the skin on? Because I am a big fan of all of the roughage.
You can. But we've taken it off.
For our dish today, but...
Yeah. But I mean, eat it with the skin on and kind of just like pull it off the skin. It's really, really easy and a great way to do it. So this goes to the oven, and it roasts for about 35 to 40 minutes at 180, and you get a beautiful roasted
I see.
pumpkin.
So you've pulled it off the skin there like that.
Yeah.
Lovely.
So now let's move on to our grapes. Oh, don't throw this away. Get all the seeds out, put them on a roasting tray, add some more smoked paprika to it, and then toast them. And you get beautiful toasted pumpkin seeds.
Oh, lovely. Nice
Awesome.
idea. Very cool idea, dude. I thought you were going to say, like, keep the little bits and make a farm, like a sort of worm farm.
Why not?
That
Absolutely. So the flavor burst grapes are amazing. So I'm kind of going to test the limits a little bit this year. Yes, just like that. Done, walk out. By combining flavors. And this is actually kind of a sweet, savory dish. So you can pass those grapes here that have been halved.
Oh, sorry. I'm busy taking the wrong thing out.
So like we spoke about how normally people add so much sugar to the pumpkin when they serve it. Abandon the sugar. These grapes are so full of natural sweetness and goodness that we're going to use that as an agent to kind of work with the pumpkin.
Lovely.
So here you go, kind of your late birthday present.
Back.
But it's going to be the gift that keeps on giving, okay?
They are so nice. These grapes are literally the best.
So in there, we're going to do a little bit of pepper.
What?
Actually,
pepper and grapes? You're probably saying like, what?
What? But it's just so cool. Then some toasted pumpkin seeds.
Where's that? Yep.
There we go.
You can toast your own, by the way, while you're making the dish. Just toast your own.
And while I'm doing that, let me actually give you the knife. Will you chop up some almonds for me?
Sure, I can do that for you.
There you go. Knife, almonds.
How many do you want? Say when.
More.
A little more than that. Like this.
That's cool.
Cool.
So I'm going to add the toasted pumpkin seeds to the grapes. That's going to add a lot of crunch. And the almonds, obviously, we know almonds are amazing. You don't have to chop it to fine, nice and coarse chop.
Okay.
And while you're doing that,
such a messy thing to do. Who the hell decided it would be a great idea to chop like almonds on a board like this? It should be like on a pestle and mortar or something.
So I'm going to add some fat-free yogurt. That nice tartness is going to work really well in our dish.
Nice.
Dan, you got the almonds going there. Some broccoli. Dan, that's perfect. Those almonds are amazing. You can actually add them. And I'm going to need your knife. That's perfect. Well done.
Cool. And that's it. Knife is all yours.
So good. Dan needs a spoon. Will you start mixing for me?
Sure.
When we do this, I'm going to cut the little ends off of the broccoli. Look at that. Look at that. How good do those look?
Oh, lovely. So it almost like creates its own little like rice. So it's like a little broccoli rice.
So that's exactly what we're looking for. And I'm just going to sprinkle that in.
Oh, this looks already really good. Wow.
Cool. Keep on mixing, keep on mixing.
All those nice flavors thrown in there.
And I'm just going to start that around the pumpkin. A little bit of lemon juice. And we're so good to go. What do you think?
Cool. I think it sounds amazing. It's got the nice combination of colours. You've got the smokiness that you've got there of your butternut that you've smoked the pumpkin, and then this you can just hoy around. You want to go do that?
Awesome. I'll do that.
So while he does that, obviously you guys can get all the details on your mobile device. It's so simple. All you're going to do is SMS the keyword salad. You can SMS that to 33650 at a cost of R1.50. Remember, your free SMSs do not apply, and you can get all the details on how to make this dish on your mobile device. But SMS it today because who knows when that is going to disappear off and not be longer available for you. So if you guys want to have a look at exactly how we roasted our pumpkin, how we got all these ingredients together, how to make your own paprika, here's a quick recap on how we got it done.
delicious. And what a nice option for a nice, fresh, light summer salad.
Something different, but it's worth a try. Go for it.
So before the break, we had a little dance-off with Ntando and Moshe, and we asked you on Twitter to tell us who you think dominated the dance-off. And in first place, we have
Ntando, 53%.
And Moshe, don't worry, you're following with a quick,
it's
quick
a close,
second.
it's a close
47%. I mean, it was close. I mean, you're not winning, but I mean... Okay, and then also, I just have to... Ntando, you know how much I love jewellery. Do you want to tell me about the piece of jewellery that you're wearing?
Yes. Yes.
Please do tell.
I will.
Please do tell.
Okay, this ring I bought it for myself.
Okay.
As a commitment to my dreams. I swear, as a commitment to my dreams. So I'm married to my dreams.
Busted. Good to have you guys with us on the Mother's Day. It really was really cool. We'll see you same time, same place tomorrow, South Africa. Good night. Happy eating.
Ciao.
Coming up tomorrow on Afternoon Express, we catch up with actress and model Nonzamo Mbata. Plus, Cape Townian songstress Alice Phoebe Lou performs live. Be entertained with Afternoon Express tomorrow, live at 5 on SABC3.
Another feel-good production.